Hello and welcome to the 106th of a second photography podcast. This episode is going to be talking about and looking at two new things announced this week, or the week I'm recording. So it's probably going to go out a week later. So I'm going to be talking about the iPhone 13 and I'm going to be talking about Luminar Neo. Now, to me, from a photography point of view, they don't seem like that big of a deal, and I'm going to talk about why. So let's look at the iPhone 13 first. The iPhone 13, I'm actually very tempted to get my own version of. I'm really looking forward to it coming out. And there are really, really big changes, but those big changes are more videography based than photography based. So sure, you've got on the max version, the top version, you've got 3 lenses, and you've got a really good telephoto lens. And the camera module is different and there's new architecture. But the difference really resides in videography. So you can record in something called ProRes. Now that's the big thing. ProRes is an industry standard codec. You get more versatility when editing and it's easier to edit because it contains more information. So when you record stuff in MP4, which we're all used to, it's been compressed basically. So your machine or device has to unpack it before it can do any changes. And also it interprets the next frame based on other frames. So not every frame is saved, or data in every frame isn't saved, it's interpreted. And that really cuts down on the size. So when I first started doing video and I was doing recording of video stuff, I would actually transcribe it to a more friendly codec. Now I was on PC, so I used, what was it? Something DNX. For the life of me, it's gone, and I'm not going to keep trying to remember. No, it's gone. But it was like a DNX 100 codec. I'd transfer it to that, or transcribe it to that, I should say. In Apple ecosystem, you have something called ProRes, and I think you can get 8-bit and 10-bit ProRes. So the new iPhone 13 is going to record in ProRes. Now, it might be your iPhone 12 and 11 can also record in ProRes when iOS 15 comes out. I don't know. Probably not. And probably not immediately anyway. So yes, the iPhone 13 has a new camera module, different lenses and stuff, but we're going to see the big changes in video, and we're going to see essentially portrait mode in video. We're going to see simulated bokeh. So I don't think it's a great upgrade for just photography. I think it's a great upgrade and a very intriguing and tempting upgrade for videography. So that's the iPhone 13 and how I see things. The other thing that's coming out or has been announced is Luminar Neo. Now, as you know, I've not been doing much photography. I am starting to look at doing shoots again, but I haven't done any shoots. I haven't been out doing any photography. So I've not been editing any images really. Any snaps I take, I've just auto-edited them on my phone. I've used my phone to transfer the image from my camera, or if it's been on my smartphone, and I've just pressed the auto button and maybe cropped. And I've been happy with that. If I'm doing more serious photography, then what I do is I'll put it on my PC and I'll edit it, say in Lightroom or similar programs. Now I have Luminar AI, and when I got Luminar AI, it was just before we went into the pandemic. So I've hardly used Luminar AI, and now they're bringing out Luminar Neo. And Luminar Neo is supposedly better than Luminar AI. I think it effectively kills off Luminar AI. I don't think they're going to be doing any further upgrades to Luminar AI or any improvement. They might do a bug fix and things like that, but essentially their focus is going to be on Luminar Neo. Now that's quite annoying. I was annoyed when I figured that out. I was annoyed when I heard that, but I was able to get Luminar Neo for £25 because they've sort of given an upgrade to existing Luminar AI people, I guess to soften the blow of you've invested in Luminar AI, maybe you've bought the extra templates and the extra bits and bobs for it, and now we're going on to a new product. So Luminar Neo is going to be more AI stuff. It's going to have layers back, and it's probably going to be more like Photoshop. It's going to be more akin to Photoshop, than Luminar AI. Luminar AI is a few more clicks. I suspect Luminar Neo is going to be an awful lot more like of an advanced editor that allows you to do certain things. One thing that looked really good was if your background was out of focus, you could swap your backgrounds. Fantastic. That looks really good. I won't know more till I get it, and I'm not going to get it for some time. So I've paid my money to get Luminar Neo, I paid £25. When it comes out and I can access it, I'm going to review it, and I'm going to review it so that you can know what my thoughts are, and you can decide, is it something you're interested in, or are you going to pay your Adobe subscription and carry on with that, or use Affinity, whatever the Affinity product is. I don't know. I'm massively fed up with subscription models. I hate subscription models. I just want to buy something, have it, and if I have to upgrade, pay a little bit to upgrade. But I really don't like Adobe's subscription model. So that's what I know about 2 new things coming out. They're not as exciting as they initially seem, but there we are. So do stay tuned for my next episode where I'm going to talk about getting back to shooting. And stay safe and get out shooting if you can, if you feel comfortable. Thank you. Goodbye.